Hello YouTube! Forever Broken here! And I'm back finally after a lot longer of a break than I was planning for. My computer kind of died on me, so I didn't have one for about 2 weeks, and I definitely wanted to have this video up a lot sooner. And with the death of my computer also means the death of all of my decks and all of my replays. So I'm gonna have to start over with all these replays. Oh no, I have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm so sad. Not really. I am kind of upset that I lost all of my replays and stuff. That really sucks. And from now on I'll probably either start saving my replays elsewhere or immediately making a video out of the replays I keep. But nothing should really happen to these replays on this computer. At least it better not, otherwise I paid $400 for nothing. But it's not the point. Let's get into my deck profile for Battling Boxers. This is the last build that everyone saw in all the previous replays. The 2-for-1 video that was this build. The only reason I have the build still is because it's my IRL build too. So, without further ado, I'm going to go through my monster choices. I'm going to go through the card choices and then explain my choices. Alright, so first we're playing 1 Blaster Dragon of Infernos, 3 Glassjaw, 2 Masked Chameleon, 3 Switch Hitter, 2 Spar, 2 Headgear, and 2 Veil. That is my monster lineup. A little small, but the recycling ability in this deck is pretty strong. So now on to my spells. 3 Reinforcement of the Army, because it's at 3 and pretty much everything in the deck is warriors, so why not? Battlin Boxing Spirits, gotta love a Monster Reborn. Dark Hole, 3 Dark World Dealings, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Warrior Returning Alive, 3 MST, 1 Book of Moon, 2 Forbidden Lance, 2 XYZ units, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute. Oh, starting at the traps, if you couldn't tell. Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential Tribute, Compulsory Evacuation Device, XYZ Reflect, and Solemn Warning. On to the extra deck, starting with my XYZs. 1 Gaga Cowboys, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Exciton Knight, 1 Castile the Sky Musketeer, Sky Blaster Musketeer. I just call him Castile. 1 Heroic Champion Excalibur, 1 number 101, 1 Black Ship of Corn, 3 Lead Yolk, 1 King of the Feral Imps, and 1 Battling Boxer Star Setsus. On to my synchro choices. Stardust Spark, Scrap Dragon, and Crimson Blader. Excuse me. Dying. I'm not even sick. I don't even know what's wrong with me. But I know I'm not sick. Still dying. Nonetheless, it's this weather. Just officially became cold where I live and fucking hate it. Alright, so, Blaster. But I can only play 1 of them. But the reason the deck is comprised of nothing but fire monsters. So why not? If he's in my hand, I've usually got something I can pitch to pop if need be. And that makes a nice out if I couldn't play MST. It's come in handy. And if it comes down to it, and I've almost got game, and he's in the graveyard or something, just banish 2 of my monsters. There we go. 3 Glassjaw. This is like the heart and soul of the deck right here. Glassjaw. Putting Glassjaw in the graveyard after I've put something else in the graveyard to get it back. It's how it works. And then, and like I said, Jesus, sorry. The recoverability in this deck is just nice because, you know, I've got Mass Chameleon. Bring Glassjaw out. Synchro into something, get Glassjaw's effect because he went to the graveyard. And it goes from there. Switch hitter, same thing, you know, he's in the graveyard, ba-bam. Free XYZ. He's nice. Spar, I played 2 Spar because if I'm going first, I don't need to conduct my battle phase if I use his effect. It just automatically gives me a lead Yolk on board. He's really just there for the first turn kind of play, and subsequently every other. He's someone I would like to banish for Blaster, or I pitch with Dark World Dealings. Headgear gets my graveyard set up, so he gets things rolling, and if he happens to live, you know, he can just normal summon a Spar and make whatever. 3 Veil or 2 Veil. Whew, would not play 3. I like his effect. You know, I get smacked, I drop him. He's got decent defense. And I mean, you know, once again, you know, something I would pitch for Dealings or banish for Blaster. It's kind of targets for that. That's really all he's in here for. Same with Spar, you know. 3 Reinforcement of the Army, because most of this deck is searchable. Like I said earlier, Monster Reborn. I opt to play Dark Hole over Regeki because I don't care if I have Lead Yolk on board and he's got both his deck. Hell, even if he's got one material and I just go ahead and Dark Hole, my Lead Yolk's still gonna live and he's still gonna be big. So yeah, I don't really care. It's nothing too crazy if I Dark Hole, as long as I got Lead Yolk, it's all good. Dealings, because I can pretty much recover all of the monsters out of the graveyard, so I don't care who I really pitch. It's just, you know, Dealings, I can get Glassjaw's effect if I happen to pitch him, and it's you know, makes my deck 37 cards. And there's no, I mean, Dealings for this deck, the way I play it, it's all plus. I don't really minus. If I don't have a monster, I'm not going to activate Dealings, because I don't want to lose a key spell card or anything. So, Foolish, I can Foolish just about anything. If I have, let's see, a Foolish. So I already got a Switch Hitter in the graveyard, you know, Foolish, Glassjaw, get Switch Hitter, and then start that cycle. You know, it just, I tend to only, if Glassjaw is the only monster I have, and I have Foolish, I usually Foolish Switch Hitter, and then summon Glassjaw, let Glassjaw die, to get Switch Hitter back. Or I'll Foolish, Blaster, sometimes. Just to, you know, put him in the graveyard to get him back. Warrior Returning Alive, just to get any of these guys back, any of the Battlin boxers back. 3 MST. I like playing MST. I don't like not playing MST. And I mean, I think 3 MST kind of counters the meta pretty nicely. I would consider cutting 1 for, you know, another trap or something, but usually I'm just gonna play 3 MST. Book of Moon. Book of Moon is a card that I put into every single one of my decks. Regardless, I like Book of Moon. It's so versatile, it's so useful. And it's an easy side-out card. When it comes to side, go game 2, Book of Moon wasn't useful, or isn't going to be that useful, then I'm just gonna, side it out. Double Lance, because nothing's better than when someone tries to swing over headgear with, a slightly bigger monster, and then I lance it and they lose to a headgear. XYZ unit. It's more material for Lead Yolk, and Lead Yolk always needs more material because he needs to be able to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a plus 800 on him, on top of the 800 he already gains from when his material is detached. So it makes Lead Yolk really big. So I like it a lot. It wins games, and it's MST bait too. Because sometimes someone will just MST it when I'll have, trap set. So, the one-ofs, because they're the one-ofs and they're so very important. XYZ Reflect. Because, there's only... Because you pretty much have to target Lead Yolk with an effect to get rid of him. I'm going to stop that. And play 2 XYZ Reflect. I'm going to stop you from targeting my boss monster. And then you're still going to... And you're going to burn for 800. And that's stolen some games. So... I know it's a gotcha in the picture. But this card is coming quite handy. I like it a lot because... I'd like it in any deck that you play, defend the house with a XYZ monster, So, Cowboy, obvious, steals games. Dweller really combats the meta right now. Exciton, Skyblaster, they're staples. Excalibur, I'd say any warrior deck he's a staple because he can flat out win a game all by himself. 101 staple. I don't want to run out of Lead Yolks. That's why I play 3 of him. I don't want anything to happen to him, so I always want to make sure I have some. King of the Feral Imps gets me, Mask Chameleon. I play Star Setsits because he can come in handy. He has come in handy a couple times. Especially when you have, if you go Switch Hitters effect to get Glassjaw and you have, a Sparrer in hand and you can't, and you're out of Lead Yolks, and you can't really, then you won't be allowed to make anything else. So, just make Setsus. Hopefully, some of the other, I think their Battlin boxers are getting new XYZs, so hopefully they'd be good. This lineup changes, to be honest. Not Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon stays because, target Lead Yolk, pop Lead Yolk detach, destroy a card, and your boss monster just got even bigger. Can kind of do the same thing with Spark. Spark can also protect Lead Yolk if he's out of material. And Crimson Blader can just ruin some decks. Let me go ahead and look up Battlin boxers. Oh yeah, that's right. We got this guy, number 79. I mean, he when he comes out, Setsus, he might replace Setsus. But I mean, he's only okay. So, yeah. Alright, so that is my Battlin Boxer deck profile. Yeah, these guys down here, they're alternatives that you could play. Diamond Dire is pretty good because, well, he's Diamond Dire. Heartland Draco, just attack directly. Ragna Zero, destroy a card and draw a card. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed my deck profile. I have no idea what deck I will be doing next. It'll be something. You guys will get the replays and then the deck profile. So, yeah, Forever Broken signing out.